Good morning guys, Louisa here. Welcome back to my channel. I'd like to share with you the progress of my fowl that I've had for a year and a half. Came in with 2 spikes, and as you know me, I don't cut them down unless they actually wither. So in this case right here, it was starting to die, it was starting to yellow. So what I did, I intercepted it and cut it and then put some cinnamon grounds on it. So just hoping that it would work, and it did in my case, so I'm really happy with that. So anyway, now that it's going into winter here in Australia, the temperature is starting to drop. And what I do with my non-blooming orchids is that I put them right next to a window just to make sure. I'll show you. Sorry about the mess, guys. My granddaughter was here the other night. So okay, so here they are. These are my non-blooming phals, and they sit here right next to the window, making sure that it gets the temperature drop. Once that your orchids actually go into that temperature drop, I let mine drop as low as 11 and 12. That's centigrade though. Then it signals the plant itself that is time for reblooming. So it might give you a second spike, right, like what it did here, right there, or it might continue on to blooming at this stage here. Now, mind you, while I had this plant in dormant stage, there was nothing, there was no blooms or buds forming. So it's just interesting that now that the temperature has dropped, it started to form a bud. So anyway, so that's my secondary spike right there, and then another one right here as well. Really happy with that. She has actually sprouted out a new leaf. Really interesting on this leaf right here. This leaf right here failed to grow the normal size. Now the leaf right after, which is that, actually grew normally. So that was kind of interesting. And then it's growing another new one right here. And probably you guys saw that peek down below. It is also giving me a primary spike. In this case, this is her 3rd spike with me. 1, 2, 3. So there you go, guys. So what I did, I just fertilized probably once every 6 weeks, if I can remember. But I did fertilize. It's still in moss, and I just made sure that it's always on a really moist situation. I probably did let it dry out for probably once or twice, but I always make sure to spray the top part even to make sure that you'll have that even moisture. So yeah, so nothing spectacular that I'm doing to this plant, and I thought that I was going to lose this actually, but it didn't. So I neglected it for about a year, and then caught my eye because it was sprouting that one out and this one. And then while I was cleaning it, doing a maintenance on it last week, a few days ago I mean, I saw that. So yeah, yay. And then new leaf coming out. So this girl's really busy at the moment, so hopefully everything will go into plan. All the spikes are going to grow normally and not bust on me. But yeah, so then again, let the temperature drop, fertilize when they're non-blooming, and just kind of like forget it, because the more that you actually look at it every day, the more that it might not be doing anything for you, because orchids are slow growing plants. That's why they're so expensive. Yeah, so what I do with mine as well, if they're non-blooming, I just kind of like neglect them, and sometimes they do like that. Okay guys, I hope you like this video, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd love to have you on board. Just go ahead and click that button, and I'll see you on my next segment.